The shuttle trembled as it descended toward the planet's surface. Captain Elena Miro held the control panel tightly, her eyes scanning the holographic readouts. Scythera had been classified as uninhabited, a barren world at the edge of human-explored space. Yet reports of strange life forms had drawn a small research team here. Landing in 3, 2, 1, the shuttle's AI intoned calmly. The ground was uneven, red and cracked like dried clay. Jagged rock formations stretched into the sky, casting long shadows in the dim sunlight. Elena exhaled. Steady, steady. The shuttle touched down with a gentle bump. Outside, the air was breathable, but filled with a faint metallic scent. Sensors confirmed no immediate danger. The crew stepped out. Dr. Kaito, the team's xenobiologist, was the first to look around. His sharp eyes scanned the horizon. It's quiet. Too quiet. At his side, Lieutenant Aaron checked the perimeter. No wind, no signs of life, just this. He gestured to the jagged rocks in the cracked soil, and yet they weren't alone. From the edge of a rock formation, a small, glowing creature emerged. It was about the size of a dog, but moved in short, jerky hops. Its eyes were large, reflecting curiosity rather than fear. A soft, chirping sound accompanied its movement. First contact, whispered Kaito, kneeling down. Look at it. It's beautiful. Elena nodded, but her eyes were cautious. Stay alert. We don't know what's friendly yet. One by one, more creatures appeared. Some were furry, some had smooth, shiny skin, and others looked almost like small reptiles. All of them seemed harmless, but their numbers grew quickly. Within minutes, dozens of these strange creatures surrounded the team, circling, sniffing, chirping, and hopping. Aaron laughed nervously. Well, they're cute. They're like pets, Dr. Kaito smiled. Not just cute, they seem intelligent. Observe how they coordinate their movements almost like a pack. Suddenly, one of the creatures, a bright orange one with long ears, dashed toward a rock crevice. It barked in a strange, high-pitched way. From the crevice, a shadow moved. A larger creature resembling a cross between a fox and a wolf stepped out. It paused, studied the team, and then slowly approached. Elena raised her hand. Easy. We mean no harm. The creature stopped a few feet away, tilted its head, and sniffed the air. Then, surprisingly, it sat down as if acknowledging their presence. The smaller creatures gathered around it, forming a protective circle. Kaito's eyes lit up. It's a hierarchy. There's a leader. They're organized. Aaron shook his head in disbelief. I thought this planet was empty. We thought we'd seen everything out here, and yet, look at this. The team set up a temporary base using portable shields and tents. The creatures didn't retreat. They lingered, watching from a distance. Some cautiously approached to sniff equipment or observe the humans' movements. Others played with one another, jumping and rolling in the red dust. Elena frowned. Keep your sensors active. I don't want surprises. Kaito knelt near one of the curious creatures. It had smooth silver skin and tiny wings on its back. When he reached out, it didn't move away. Instead, it gently brushed against his hand. They're fearless or trusting. The sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple. The research team gathered for a brief meal inside their tents, the alien creatures still lingering just outside. Aaron leaned back, rubbing his eyes. I never imagined I'd see this. It's like the entire planet is alive in a way I can't explain. Kaito nodded. This is only the beginning. There's more here than we can see with our sensors. I can feel it. The first night passed quietly, or so it seemed. The creatures huddled in small groups, some near the tents, some perched on rocks. Their chirps and soft calls filled the night air, but beneath the surface the planet stirred. The ground, cracked and uneven, shifted in subtle ways. At first it was barely noticeable, just a slight vibration beneath the team's feet. But the creatures reacted instantly, their ears twitching, tails stiffening, and eyes fixed on points in the distance. Elena felt it too. A faint tremor ran through her boots. She glanced at Aaron. Did you feel that? Aaron nodded slowly. Yeah, weird. Could be tectonic activity. Kaito's brow furrowed. No, that's too rhythmic. It's deliberate. Something's moving beneath us. The team's pets, well, the alien creatures, stared at the ground, a silent warning in their gaze. Titan, a loyal dog-like creature Kaito had named, began digging at the red soil, whining softly. Others joined, pawing at the ground or chirping in high tones. Elena's voice was calm but firm. "Everyone, stay alert. If something comes, we don't panic. Remember, observe first, then react." Hours passed. The tremors grew slightly stronger, and a low rumble filled the air. Kaito and Aaron scanned with their sensors, but readings were inconsistent. Whatever was beneath them didn't match any known life form. Then a massive shadow passed over the camp. The creatures froze, a unified signal of danger. Titan barked sharply, and the rest of the alien pets formed a protective circle around the humans. Elena's heart raced. "Show yourself," she called, though her voice trembled slightly. The ground shook again. Dust and small rocks shifted. Then, without warning, a huge mound of earth began to rise where the tremors were strongest. The team stumbled back, staring in awe and fear. From the mound, the top of a massive creature appeared. Its size was unimaginable, taller than their shuttle, with limbs that resembled both roots and legs. Its eyes glowed faintly in the dim light, and its skin shimmered like liquid metal. The alien pets barked, chirped, and screeched, forming a protective barrier around the humans. The team's breath caught in their throats. They had expected strange life, but nothing prepared them for this. An enormous, intelligent, possibly sentient being emerging from the planet itself. Kaito whispered, almost to himself, It knows we're here." Elena tightened her grip on her scanner. "And it's curious, not hostile. For now." The planet, quiet moments ago, had become alive in a way the humans could barely comprehend. The creatures around them were not just pets, they were guardians, guides, and perhaps the key to understanding Zythera's hidden intelligence. As the massive being moved slowly toward them, the team realized that this was no ordinary mission. This planet held mysteries far beyond exploration, and humanity's instincts, curiosity, courage, and the ability to bond with life would be tested like never before. Above all, one truth became clear. On Zythera, no one, not humans, not alien pets, not even the ground beneath them, was truly what it seemed. The night ended with the team huddled near their temporary camp, eyes fixed on the glowing eyes of the creature. The alien pets remained alert, protective, their loyalty unwavering, and deep underground Zythera's heartbeat, waiting for the next move in a game humans were only beginning to understand. The first light of Zythera's twin suns filtered through the jagged rock formations, painting the red dust in shades of gold and crimson. The humans awoke to a strange calm. The massive creature they had seen the night before was gone, or at least hidden again in the shifting terrain. But the tremors persisted, faint and steady. Titan, the dog-like alien pet, padded around the camp nervously. Its ears twitched with every vibration from the ground. The other creatures, a mixture of furry, winged, and scaled forms, kept their distance at first light but never strayed too far. They seemed to be waiting for something. Captain Elena Miro unrolled her portable scanner and studied the ground. "The tremors are more frequent than last night," she said, frowning. "But they're still unpredictable." "Kaito, are in any readings from the sensors?" Dr. Kaito adjusted his portable spectrometer. "The pattern is strange. The vibrations are rhythmic almost, intelligent. Not like tectonic plates shifting. Something beneath the surface is moving deliberately." "And Titan and the others, look at them." "They sense it too." Aaron leaned down and pressed his hand against the cracked soil. "I've never felt anything like this. It's subtle but powerful. Something huge is buried under there." The team decided to explore cautiously. They moved toward a ridge where the tremors seemed strongest. Titan ran ahead, sniffing and barking softly, and the other alien pets followed. It was as if the animals were guiding the humans to something important. The landscape around them was strange and beautiful. Sharp rock spires jutted into the sky, casting long, moving shadows as the suns shifted. Pools of liquid reflected the sunlight, glowing faintly green and purple. The air smelled metallic but clean. Each step seemed to echo on the red soil, and every sound made the pets' ears twitch. Suddenly, a low rumble shook the ground. Dust rose from cracks in the soil. The team froze, and even the pets crouched as if preparing to defend. From one of the larger cracks, a bright, glowing crystal protruded. It pulsed with light, almost like a heartbeat. Kaito approached it carefully. "This is extraordinary. The vibrations, they're connected to this crystal. It could be a communication signal, a warning, or even an energy source for the creatures below." Titan barked sharply and pawed at the ground near the crystal. The other pets joined, circling around the humans protectively. It was clear they wanted the humans to understand something. Elena knelt beside Kaito. Whatever it is, we should study it. But carefully. One wrong move and we don't know what could happen. Kaito nodded. He activated his scanner and held it above the crystal. Readings spiked immediately. There's life. Massive life. Beneath us. I've never seen anything like this. And it's intelligent, not just instinctive. It's aware of our presence. A sudden tremor shook the ridge. Small rocks fell and a loud cracking sound filled the air. The massive creature from last night, or something like it, pushed its way slowly from beneath the soil. Its skin shimmered like polished metal reflecting the sunlight. Eyes glowing faintly green, it paused, studying the humans and their alien pets. The alien pets barked, chirped, and screeched, forming a protective circle around the humans. Titan growled, his small body tense but fearless. The humans froze, awe and fear battling within them. Elena raised her hand slowly. Easy. We don't mean harm, she said calmly, though her heart raced. The creature's massive limbs shifted, creating a low, rumbling sound that resonated through the ground. It was clearly aware of their words, or at least aware of their presence. Slowly, it stepped aside, revealing a network of glowing tunnels beneath the soil. The crystal they had seen was one of many embedded in the ground, like nodes in a vast underground network. Kaito whispered, "It's like a city beneath the surface, a hidden world. And the pets, they know the way." The team decided to follow, guided by Titan and the other alien creatures. They moved carefully through the tunnels, their lights illuminating walls that shimmered like liquid metal. The air was surprisingly breathable, though filled with a faint hum that seemed to come from the walls themselves. The tunnels opened into a massive cavern. Stalactites hung from the ceiling, glowing faintly, and the floor was covered with soft red soil. The humans gasped. In the center of the cavern, a colossal creature lay curled. Its body was partially covered in crystals, and its limbs stretched across the cavern like tree roots. Its eyes opened slowly, intelligent and deep. The pets approached it cautiously but without fear. The creature's gaze shifted to the humans and a deep, resonant sound filled the air. It wasn't a roar or a growl. It was more like a vibration, a language of the ground itself. The humans could feel it in their bones, a message more sensed than heard. Kaito's voice trembled. "It's communicating. I can't translate fully, but it's curious. Not hostile, observing." Elena stepped forward slowly. "We're explorers. We don't mean harm. We want to understand. Can you trust us?" The creature shifted slightly, the ground vibrating beneath them. Titan barked, and the other alien pets moved closer, pressing their bodies against the humans in a silent, protective gesture. The team realized that the pets were mediators, guardians, and perhaps translators of this underground intelligence. Hours passed as the humans observed the creature and the cavern. The massive being moved slowly, interacting with the crystals in the ground. The vibrations changed, forming patterns that the humans began to recognize as signals. The pets responded immediately, chirping, barking, and making soft hissing sounds. Kaito smiled. "It's teaching the pets, or maybe showing them something. The connection is real. These creatures understand each other perfectly. And somehow, we're part of it now." Elena nodded. "We need to document everything. This could change everything we know about life on other planets, about humanity's place in the universe." Night fell in the cavern. Though the glowing crystals illuminated the space, the pets curled around the humans, keeping them safe. The massive creature settled back, its eyes glowing softly as if watching over them. The humans realized that for the first time on this planet, they were not just visitors, they were guests of a living, breathing world, with guides and allies in forms they could barely comprehend. But the planet was far from done revealing its secrets. Small tremors continued beneath the soil. Kaito's instruments detected movement far beyond the cavern. Patterns formed, then disappeared. Something massive was stirring, larger than the creature before them, perhaps even larger than the entire cavern. Titan growled, ears flat against his head. The other pets bristled, a silent warning to the humans. Elena's voice was firm, though inside she felt the same fear. "We've been warned. Stay close, observe. Wait for the next move." As the night deepened, the humans and their alien companions rested, but their minds were alive with questions. What other creatures lived beneath Cythera? How intelligent were they? Could they communicate fully? And most importantly, What was awakening beneath the planet's surface? The pets, loyal and vigilant, never left their sides. Their trust was absolute, their courage unwavering. Humanity's instincts, curiosity, courage, and the ability to bond with other life had carried them this far. Now, on a planet alive in ways they could barely imagine, those instincts would be tested like never before. And somewhere deep beneath the ground, Zithira's heart beat stronger, preparing for the next encounter, the next revelation, and the next moment when humans would see just how extraordinary life could be. The first connection had been made, but the story of humanity in Zithira was only beginning. The sons of Zithira had barely risen when the tremors began again. This time they were stronger, more deliberate, running through the red soil like a heartbeat. The research team felt it in their boots and through the ground beneath their hands. Even the alien pets stiffened, ears perked, tails bristling, sensing the movement before it fully revealed itself. Titan, the dog-like creature, whined softly and pawed at the ground. The smaller creatures chirped in high tones, forming a protective circle around the humans. It was as if they understood what was about to happen better than the humans did. "Something big is moving," Elena said, her voice calm but tense. "Stay together. Observe first. Do not panic." Dr. Kaito adjusted his sensors, which immediately spiked with readings far beyond anything recorded before. "It's enormous," he whispered. "Not just one creature. There's a network. A whole system moving beneath the surface, and it's aware of us." Aaron looked around nervously. "Aware? How? How can something that big be aware?" Before Kaito could answer, a massive vibration shook the ridge where they stood. Dust rose in clouds and cracks widened in the soil. From one of these fissures, a mound began to shift, pushing upward as if something enormous was trying to escape. The alien pets barked, chirped, and screeched, gathering around the humans. Titan growled loudly, standing firm as if guarding his friends. The humans realized that the creatures were not just companions, they were protectors, instinctively guiding them through the danger. Elena motioned for the team to back away slowly, keeping their eyes on the moving mound. "Everyone calm. Keep a distance. Let it come to us." The ground cracked further, and with a sudden surge, a colossal form emerged. Its limbs were thick and root-like, stretching like massive tendrils from the earth. Its skin shimmered like molten metal, reflecting Zithira's sunlight in dazzling flashes. Eyes glowing faintly green scanned the humans and their alien companions. Kaito's jaw dropped. It's huge, alive, intelligent." Elena swallowed, feeling both fear and awe. "Keep your distance, observe. We don't know its intentions." The creature shifted its massive limbs, sending a low rumble through the ground that was almost a voice. The humans could feel the vibration in their bones. The alien pets responded immediately, chirping and barking in rhythmic patterns, moving as though they understood the creature's message. Titan stepped forward slightly, growling, and the other pets mirrored his actions. The humans realized that the pets were mediators, bridging a connection between them and the colossal underground being. Slowly, the creature lowered its head, massive eyes studying the humans. Kaito stepped forward, raising a hand in a gesture of peace. "We come in curiosity and respect," he said softly. "We do not wish harm." The vibration from the creature intensified slightly, but there was no attack. Instead, the ground beneath them seemed to pulse, and glowing veins of crystal appeared along the cracks. The light shimmered across the cavern-like valley, illuminating more of the alien landscape. The humans watched in awe as the creature touched one of the crystals with a massive limb. The pulse of light intensified, and the vibrations synchronized with the rhythm of the pet's calls. "It's communicating," Kaito whispered, "not with words, but with the ground itself." "And the pets? They respond perfectly." Elena nodded slowly. "We need to understand this. We need to document it. But carefully. Any sudden move and we could provoke it." The creature moved again, stepping aside to reveal a network of glowing crystals embedded in the soil. They formed a pattern, like veins of energy running through the ground, connecting deep into the planet. The humans realized that the planet itself was alive in some sense, with the colossal creature acting as a guardian, or perhaps a central node of intelligence. Suddenly, a tremor stronger than any before shook the ridge. Rocks tumbled and dust clouds billowed. From deep within the cracks, smaller movements emerged, tiny glimpses of other massive forms burrowing toward the surface. The alien pets barked and chirped frantically, forming a barrier around the humans and standing alert as if preparing for the unknown. Aaron whispered, almost to himself. It's a whole underground world, moving, alive, and it's aware of us. The massive creature's eyes glowed brighter and it emitted a series of deep vibrations. The humans felt the messages more than heard them. There was curiosity, caution, and an unmistakable intelligence in the rhythm. The pets responded with equal complexity, forming a chorus of protective communication that seemed to bridge the gap between species. Kaito's mind raced. They're teaching the pets, or showing them the way. The network of life beneath the surface is conscious, and the pets are part of it. Elena's gaze followed Titan, who was now pacing along the edge of the circle, growling and barking, eyes fixed on the fissures. They're trying to guide us. If we follow, we might learn more. But we must stay calm, stay alert, do not rush anything. The team began moving slowly along the edge of the rising fissure, following the signals of the pets. The ground trembled with each step, and glowing crystals appeared intermittently, pulsing in synchronization with the underground being's movements. The cavern beneath the surface opened gradually, revealing tunnels large enough to walk through. The humans realized they were stepping into a hidden world, one that had been alive long before human arrival. The colossal creature, massive and intelligent, watched from above as if granting permission to enter. The pets, courageous and loyal, moved with purpose, guiding the humans safely. Hours passed as they navigated the tunnels. The humans marveled at the walls, shimmering like liquid metal, and the pulsating veins of light running through the floor. Titan and the other pets moved confidently, sensing dangers and avoiding unstable areas. Every now and then, a subtle tremor would remind them of the colossal forms still moving beneath the surface. Finally, they reached a massive underground chamber. Its ceiling was high, covered with glowing crystal formations that reflected in pools of liquid scattered across the floor. In the center lay another massive creature, similar to the first but even larger. Its body was intertwined with crystals, and its glowing eyes fixed on the humans. The alien pets approached cautiously, then pressed themselves against the humans. Titan growled softly but stayed close. The humans understood. The pets were signaling trust, caution, and guidance all at once. The colossal being emitted another series of vibrations. Kaito knelt, placing a hand on the ground. He felt the rhythm, the intelligence behind it, and realized they were being observed and evaluated. The pets responded, chirping and calling in harmony with the vibrations. The humans sensed a connection forming, fragile but undeniable. Elena whispered, "We are guests here, and they are showing us patience, guidance, understanding." The underground chamber was quiet yet alive. The massive creatures, the pets, and the humans were linked through subtle vibrations and instinctive trust. The humans had never encountered life like this, intelligent, interconnected, and protective of one another in ways they could barely understand. Night fell in the cavern, though the glowing crystals cast an eternal twilight. The humans settled near the center, staying close to the pets. Titan curled against Elena's feet, and the other creatures formed protective circles around the group. The ground beneath them pulsed gently like a heartbeat. The tremors had not ceased. Deep within Zythera, other forms were moving, awakening to the presence of humans and their alien companions. The pets, loyal and vigilant, had acted as mediators, guiding the humans safely through an intelligence far beyond their comprehension. Elena's voice broke the silence. This planet, it's alive, and we are learning its ways not by force but by trust, observation, and courage. Humanity's instinct to connect, to bondhood has carried us this far, and it will carry us further. As the humans rested, the colossal creatures shifted slowly, moving deeper into the chamber network. The pets remained alert, unyielding in their loyalty. The humans realized that Zythera was not just a planet. They had stepped into a living ecosystem, conscious, intelligent, and protective. And deep beneath the surface, more awakenings were to come, testing humanity's courage, intelligence, and trust. The story of humanity and Zythera was no longer just about exploration. It had become a story of connection, understanding, and survival in a world where even the ground could move with purpose and intelligence. The humans and their alien companions would face many challenges yet, but together, they had taken the first step into a hidden world alive in ways they could barely imagine. The suns of Zythera were low on the horizon, casting long shadows over the jagged rocks and glowing crystal tunnels. The humans had spent the day exploring the massive underground chamber, documenting every glowing vein of crystal and every subtle vibration of the ground. The pets, Titan and the other alien creatures, remained vigilant, circling the humans and watching every movement with unblinking attention. Elena tightened her grip on the scanner in her hands. The readings are increasing. Whatever is down there, it's moving again. And it's larger than anything we've seen. Kaito nodded, his eyes scanning the patterns in the crystal veins. I've never seen life so connected. The entire underground system seems linked, almost like a single organism. And the pets, they're not just observing, they're communicating with it. Aaron looked uneasy. I thought last night was enough, but now it feels like the planet itself is alive, moving beneath us. How can anything this big exist? And we never noticed? Before anyone could answer, the ground trembled violently. Dust and small rocks tumbled from the chamber ceiling. The alien pets barked, chirped, and hissed, rushing to form a protective circle around the humans. Titan growled, his fur standing on end as if warning them to hold their ground. Suddenly, a massive ridge of earth shifted along the far wall of the chamber. From it, a new creature emerged, larger than any the humans had seen before. Its limbs were thick and root-like, entwined with glowing crystals, and its eyes shone with a faint emerald light. The sheer size of it made the humans' hearts pound in their chests. Elena whispered, "Everyone, stay calm, observe first, move slowly." The creature shifted, sending a low rumble through the floor. Kaito placed his hand on the ground and felt the vibrations in his bones. The rhythm was complex, almost musical. It was intelligence, not instinct. The pets responded immediately, forming patterns and calls that matched the vibration. They were speaking to it, or rather translating its language for the humans. Titan barked sharply, signaling the humans to step back slightly. The other creatures pressed close, forming a protective barrier. Elena realized that the pets were not just companions. They were mediators, guiding the humans safely through this living network. Kaito leaned closer to the crystals embedded in the floor. The energy flows through them. The vibrations are messages, warnings, perhaps instructions. They're testing us. Aaron frowned. Testing us? What could we possibly do to deserve a test? Elena shook her head. It's not about deserving. It's about understanding. Survival depends on observing, listening, and respecting the planet's intelligence. As if to demonstrate this, the massive creature reached a limb toward a crystal and tapped it lightly. A wave of light pulsed through the chamber, illuminating hidden tunnels that stretched deeper into the planet. The pets responded immediately, moving toward one of the newly revealed passages and urging the humans to follow. Kaito's eyes widened. They want us to explore further, deeper into the network. This is uncharted territory. Elena hesitated, looking at the trembling ground and the massive beings surrounding them. It's risky, but we don't have a choice. If we want to understand Zythera, we go with the pets. The team carefully followed the alien creatures through the tunnels. Each step caused the ground to vibrate slightly, and every crystal along the walls pulsed with light as if acknowledging their presence. Titan led the way, stopping periodically to ensure the humans were safe, his instincts guiding them through the safest path. Hours passed as they moved deeper. The tunnels became larger, opening into enormous caverns filled with glowing crystals and flowing streams of liquid that reflected the light like liquid gemstones. The air hummed with energy, and the humans felt a strange sense of awe mixed with fear. Suddenly, a low rumble shook the entire network. From the floor of the cavern, multiple fissures opened, revealing glimpses of even larger underground creatures moving beneath the surface. Their massive bodies shimmered with metallic reflections, and their glowing eyes seemed to study the humans and their pets. The alien pets reacted instantly, barking and chirping in urgent tones. Titan stood firm, growling at the fissures as if warning the humans not to approach too closely. The humans realized that these creatures, although massive and potentially dangerous, were not hostile. They were aware, intelligent, and cautious. Kaito whispered, "They're testing our reactions. They want to see if we can stay calm, observe, and respond appropriately." Elena nodded. "Then we stay calm. Follow the pets. Trust their instincts." As they continued, the humans began to notice patterns in the crystal veins and vibrations. The network was not random. It was a form of communication. The massive creatures moved in synchronization with the pulses, and the pets responded in turn. It was a language of the ground itself, ancient and deliberate. Hours passed, and the team reached a massive underground chamber unlike anything they had seen before. The ceiling arched high above them, covered in glowing crystals that pulsed rhythmically. In the center lay a colossal creature, its limbs entwined with crystals, eyes glowing faintly green. It was awake, observing and aware of every movement in the chamber. The alien pets approached cautiously, then pressed themselves against the humans. Titan growled softly but stayed close. The humans understood. They were being given trust, guidance, and protection. Kaito knelt, placing a hand on the floor. He felt the vibrations, the intelligence behind them, and realized they were forming a connection. The pets responded with chirps and calls in harmony with the vibrations. Slowly, the humans sensed a bond forming, fragile but undeniable. Elena whispered, "We are guests here. They are showing patience, guidance, and understanding. Humanity's instincts, our curiosity, courage, and ability to connect have brought us this far. Now they will take us deeper." The massive creature shifted, moving deeper into the chamber network. The pets followed, guiding the humans along a path illuminated by the pulsing crystals. The team realized that Zythera was not just a planet. They had entered a living ecosystem, conscious, intelligent, and protective. The ground tremors intensified slightly, signaling other forms awakening deeper below. The humans understood that they were witnessing the full power of Zythera's hidden life. The pets, loyal and vigilant, acted as mediators and guardians, ensuring the humans' safety. Elena glanced at her team. "We've learned so much, but this is just the beginning. We must stay alert, observe, and trust the instincts of our companions, both alien and human." The team settled in a safe area of the cavern, using portable shelters and equipment to rest. The alien pets curled around them, keeping watch. Titan lay at Elena's feet, his breathing steady and calm. The ground beneath them pulsed gently like a heartbeat, a reminder that the planet itself was alive and aware. Night fell in the cavern, though the glowing crystals cast a gentle light. The humans reflected on what they had learned, the intelligence beneath the surface, the loyalty and courage of the alien pets, and the extraordinary connection between life forms so different yet united by instinct and trust. Elena whispered to herself, "This planet, this network of life, it's teaching us more than we could ever imagine. And we must respect it, learn from it, and survive with it." As they rested, the massive creatures beneath the surface shifted, moving through the tunnels, awakening more of the underground network. The alien pets remained alert, ready to guide and protect the humans through whatever challenges lay ahead. The story of humanity in Zythera was far from over. The ground beneath them was alive, aware, and moving with purpose. The humans and their loyal companions would face challenges, surprises, and dangers, but together, they had taken another step into a hidden world, full of intelligence, wonder, and life unlike anything they had ever known. And deep below, Zythera's heart continued to beat, preparing for the next awakening, the next revelation, and the next moment when humans would see the full power and majesty of a planet alive in ways they could barely imagine. The ground beneath the humans trembled with increasing intensity. Every vibration echoed through the tunnels, sending ripples along the glowing crystal veins. The alien pets, loyal and alert, pressed close to the humans, forming a living barrier between them and the shifting earth. Titan growled, his stance protective yet unwavering. Elena's heart pounded. "This is it. Whatever is beneath us, it's fully awake. Stay calm. Observe. Follow the pets." Dr. Kaito adjusted his scanner, eyes wide as the readings soared. "It's massive. Larger than anything we imagined. The network is moving as one. The entire planet's life, intelligent, aware, conscious, is responding to us." Aaron swallowed, his fingers tight around his equipment. "It's beautiful. And terrifying. How do we even begin to understand it?" Suddenly, the ground ahead shifted violently. A fissure tore open, wider than any before, and from it rose a colossal creature. Its body entwined with glowing crystals, limbs stretching like living roots. Its eyes, bright green and intelligent, scanned the humans and their alien companions. The low vibrations from its movements resonated through the floor, a message of awareness and curiosity. The alien pets reacted instantly, barking, chirping, and hissing in coordinated calls. Titan stepped forward, growling as if declaring, "We are together. You will not harm them." The humans understood they were not alone. Elena raised her hand slowly. "We do not wish to harm you. We come in respect and curiosity." The creature paused, limbs shifting as if considering her words. Then a wave of vibration spread through the chamber. The crystal veins pulsed in a synchronized rhythm. The pets responded, forming patterns and calls that matched the vibrations. It was a conversation, a bridge between species, between humans and the intelligent life of Zythera. Kaido's eyes gleamed. "It's teaching us, showing us the structure of the network. Every pulse, every vibration. It's a lesson in understanding the planet's intelligence. The pets, they are translators, intermediaries. Without them, we could never comprehend this." Elena nodded. "Then we follow, carefully, trust the pets. Trust ourselves." They advanced slowly, guided by Titan and the others. Each step caused minor tremors, yet the creatures beneath did not attack. Instead, the ground shifted to accommodate their path, forming bridges over fissures, opening tunnels deeper into the network. The humans realized that Zythera was not a hostile force. It was aware, testing them, guiding them, inviting them to understand. Hours passed as they moved through vast caverns, each filled with glowing crystals and pulsating veins of energy. Streams of liquid reflected the light, forming sparkling rivers across the floors. The low hum of vibrations was constant, like the heartbeat of the planet. Finally, they reached the central chamber, the heart of Zythera. The space was immense, ceiling lost in darkness, walls covered with massive crystals that pulsed in unison. In the center lay the largest creature yet, entwined with crystals that stretched into the ground like roots connecting to the planet itself. Its eyes glowed brighter than anything they had seen before, and the vibrations it sent out were stronger, resonating deep within their bones. The alien pets gathered close to the humans, forming a protective circle. Titan barked softly, signaling reassurance. The humans could feel a profound intelligence emanating from the colossal being. It was not a predator. It was a guardian, an ancient being connected to the life of the entire planet. Kaido knelt, placing a hand on the crystal floor. The vibrations were overwhelming. He felt knowledge, emotion, and awareness. The pulses communicated curiosity, caution, and a desire to connect. It was a language of life itself, transmitted through vibrations and energy. Elena whispered, "We are guests here. We must act with respect and trust. Humanity has come this far through courage, intelligence, and connection, and that has brought us here." The massive creature shifted slightly, sending a stronger pulse. The alien pets responded immediately, forming a bridge of communication between humans and the planet. Slowly, the humans began to sense patterns, feeling the rhythm of Zythera as if they were part of it. Then, the unexpected happened. A sudden tremor shook the chamber violently. Smaller fissures opened around the edges, revealing glimpses of more underground life. Massive forms, some partially visible, moving with purpose beneath the surface. The alien pets barked and chirped in urgent tones. Titan growled, standing firm, ready to defend the humans. Elena took a deep breath. "Stay close. Trust the pets," observed. "Do not panic." The massive creature at the center of the chamber emitted a wave of vibration stronger than any before. It was a warning, a test, and an invitation all at once. The humans could feel the intelligence, the awareness, and the raw power beneath the ground. The alien pets responded with unmatched precision, guiding the humans to the safest positions while maintaining connection with the colossal being. Kaido whispered, "This is incredible. We're not just observing life, we are interacting with it, learning from it, communicating through instinct, trust, and presence."
Humanity has never faced anything like this. Aaron nodded, eyes wide.
"It's teaching us, and we are listening. Somehow we are part of it now." The tremors subsided slightly, and the central creature lowered its massive limbs. The vibrations softened, forming a gentle rhythm like a heartbeat, welcoming rather than threatening. The alien pets relaxed slightly, still protective but confident that the humans were safe. Elena knelt, placing her hand on the crystal floor. The rhythm of Zythera's heart pulsed through her, connecting her to the planet and the creatures within it. She felt awe, respect, and a deep understanding. This was more than exploration. It was communion with life on a scale beyond imagination. Hours passed as they rested in the heart of Zythera. The alien pets remained vigilant yet calm, Titan lay at Elena's feet, breathing evenly, a symbol of loyalty and courage. The humans felt a bond forming, not just with the pets, but with the planet itself. They understood that their survival and success depended on observation, intelligence, trust, and courage. Finally, Elena spoke softly. "We've seen more than any human has ever seen. But this is not the end. Cythera has taught us patience, trust, and connection, and we must honor that in everything we do." The central creature shifted again, this time gently, and the ground trembled slightly in approval. The alien pets responded with harmonious calls, a chorus of communication-bridging species, intelligence and instinct. Kaito smiled, tears in his eyes. This is what humanity is capable of. Courage, intelligence, and loyalty. Our instincts have carried us here. And we are learning, growing, connecting, just as we always should. The humans and their alien companions stayed in the central chamber for the night, listening to the soft hum of the planet, feeling the pulse of its life through every vibration and crystal glow. They had faced fear, awe, and uncertainty, but together with courage and trust, they had reached the heart of Cythera. When the suns rose again, casting light into the tunnels, the humans knew they had been changed forever. The underground network, the colossal creatures, and the alien pets had revealed the true meaning of connection, intelligence, and trust. Humanity had witnessed life on a scale beyond imagination, and survived because of courage, cooperation, and loyalty. Elena looked at her team. "We've seen the heart of Cythera, and now we take what we've learned back to the surface, not just to report, but to understand, respect, and protect the wonders we've discovered." Titan barked softly, and the other alien pets chirped in agreement. The humans smiled, realizing that they had not just explored a planet, they had become part of its living story. As they ascended toward the surface, leaving the central chamber behind, the ground trembled gently beneath them, a reminder that Cythera's life continued, awake and aware. The humans knew the planet would always watch, always guide, and always connect those willing to respect it. And in that moment, humanity's courage, intelligence, and ability to bond had proven itself, not just to Cythera, but to the universe itself. The story of humans, their loyal companions, and the living planet had reached a powerful conclusion, but the lessons of trust, courage, and connection would last forever.